Right. Now let's look at 2025 Western Province third term test, question number 6 in the pure mathematics paper. So the volume question, right? So they have given the curve, then these two lines x equals 1 and x equals e, the vertical lines, then y equals 0, which is the x-axis. So we are rotating it about x-axis. So this area that is enclosed by this curve and these lines are rotated about x-axis, and we'll get a solid. No, we want to find the solid volume of that solid, and we need to show it is equal to that. So we'll use the volume formula. So what is the volume formula? We have to go from x equals 1 to e. Those are our limits. Pi the curve squared. So curve squared will get rid of the square root. No? So this one whole thing squared. That is our volume formula. So let me write without the square root. So then after I apply the square, it will become this x into e to the x plus ln x dx, right? So we have to integrate this, right? Try a substitution. This looks too complicated to do integration by parts. So we'll try a substitution. Let's try e to the x plus ln x, the denominator term, without x. With x, it's going to be a product rule, not too complicated. So we'll try this one and see if this works. So what do you get? Du over dx is what? E to the x plus 1 over x. Let me simplify this a little bit. X to the, will take the common denominator, x times e to the x plus 1 over x. Right, now notice, right, we can replace a lot of the terms inside using this substitution. Look, du is equal to this whole thing, x times e to the x plus 1 over x. So look, you can have that whole thing replaced. That whole thing is there. No? So you can replace that whole thing using du. So that is the correct substitution. So replace that whole thing using du, and now the limits also we have to change. No, when x equals 1, u equals e. When x equals e, u equals e to the e, ln e is 1, 1, right, that one. So now let's apply the substitution and get the volume. So pi is outside, from e to the e plus 1. That whole thing is du, this whole thing is du, so this is just u, so 1 over u du, right? So that means ln u, we can put the include the absolute value sign, but no need because our limits are positive, no? So we'll just leave it as ln u and apply the limits. Pi is outside, e to the e plus 1 and e, so you get pi ln e to the e plus 1 minus ln e. Using log rules, you can combine them into a single log using writing it as a quotient. So there is the answer, right? So right, so that is just an application of the volume formula and substitution, integration by substitution, right? Okay, next we'll look at question number 7.